live again later tonight. So without wasting much time, we are going to spend some time here, and we have to look at some of the information that came out after our last broadcast. So if you are joining me this late hour, I would like to know where you're watching from. Put it on comment section and like the video as we move forward. Okay, click on the like button. Tell me where you're watching from. This is late hour broadcast. I think this is almost after 11 in different land. After 11 p.m. Yeah. In some part of Europe, I think it's at 12 late hour, 12 a.m. So let's do this together. As you have seen the title, I just put it as late hour broadcast. So we are going to start by hearing and listening to Shegumi. Please, if I am audible enough, you let me know. If my voice is not coming out, let me know as well. Thank you for liking the stream. The first person to join me in this late hour is who? Please comment so I will know who you are. Okay. Put the comment section, tell me where you're watching from. Maybe you are one of the followers, so you don't need to tell me where you're watching. Normally, Armstrong has been beating the record for a few days now. He always comes first. He always comes first. Okay. Excuse me, let me see if the light will be more brighter, because I don't know. I think this should be, we have to know. This is. Hi, yes, I see you. Where are you watching from? Dine, I think that's your name. Iwu Biafra, thank you. Wow, Armstrong is here. Armstrong, they beat you today. Oh. Okay, guys, let's do this together. Okay, let's do this together. Charles, Richard, wow, Charles, you are here this late hour. I see you. Good evening to you all. Good evening to you all. Thank you, people, thank you people for joining me in this late hour. Okay, we are going to start by commenting on the referendum. But most of us have forgotten there's referendum going on. So the link is still there. If you have not voted, please go and vote. Okay, go and cast your vote. It is very, very important you do so. Go and cast your vote. Try your best to vote, please. It is very, very important. Go and vote. Go and vote. The link, I have the link on my community, I think. But if you are not able to access it, you let me know so I will repost it again. Beautiful Chuku, I see you. Good evening to you. Nice to have you guys. Please like the stream as we move forward in this late broadcast. I was thinking that PM will come online. That was why I was I don't want to start the stream, and someone will just tell, PM is live. So I said, okay, let me just wait until until it's because normally he don't come online by this time. So I believe he's not going to take us on our way. I was waiting, just trying to see if he will surprise everyone, but he did not. Oh, you're watching from UK. Nice to hear that, beautiful Chuku. Nice to hear that. So how is UK today? What is it by your time? I think in different land is this is it after 11 if I'm not mistaken. So 1 hour, UK should be 1 hour ahead. I guess it should be 1 hour ahead. So please, like I said, the Biafran referendum is on. If you have not, maybe some of us don't remember that, or maybe you don't even call your loved ones, your family to vote. You need to do that. You need to do that. It's very, very important. The trending news about Shegumi is still out there. It was like written information, but now the video is here. One of the Biafran media world, and I mean what I mean by Biafran media, I'm talking about Biafran government in Israel, people, the real Biafrans. Richard, you are here. Good evening to you. Thank you so much, Richard. Nice to have you. Nice to have you.
This student very incident is just tip of an iceberg of what has been happening in the bush. Until when we change our tactics and allow people who know a program which will bring them out of their forest. We're trying with this student very incidents is just a tip of an iceberg of what has been happening in the bush. Until when we change our tactics and allow people who know a program which will bring them out of their forest. We're trying with the premise of educating them, giving them health care, giving them.
Look at it here. The recent, we'll go 247 and share this message. Recent terrorist attack is tip of iceberg. Okay, useless Nigerian government negotiates with bandits. And this is a, I don't understand. Did he call Nigerian useless? Nigerian government? Useless Nigerian. Let me take it back. Maybe because I was able, the accent is like normal northerners. You understand? So you have to pay very close attention for you to hear what he said. Listening from eastern, where's Heartland? Different preference. Where's that? Are you talking about Enugu or Anambra? I don't know where's the Heartland. Anyway, you can tell us some good. You can tell us where in different land you're talking about. Okay.
This student very incidents is just a tip of an iceberg of what has been happening in the bush. Until when we change our tactics and allow people who know a program which will bring them out of their forest. We're trying with the premise of educating them, giving them health care, giving them peaceful life. This is how you entice people to avoid violence and militancy. But when you continue dropping bombs, in fact, petrol bombs, destroying rivers, killing women, so they will find no sympathy and empathy on our own children. This is it. An eye for an eye. This is what is happening. So we have to change our tactics. We have to change our style. What we have been doing has not been productive. But what we think is, if we can have a channel where we can have a dialogue with them and understand them and promise them what we can do, and I think that is a better way. Just the way that so many people were released. I could remember the forestry students with negotiations, they freed a lot. The trade victims were freed. The Greenfield victims in the end were freed. Although some still demand money because you can have rascals and everything, but the thing is turning into something else. We are turning them into monsters, more monstrous as what they are. They are ignorant, they don't have direction, they don't have leadership, they don't have empathy now because of the way we treat them too. We don't care when we bomb them, we don't care about the children and women, we don't care about innocent. In fact, this student very incidents is just a tip of an iceberg of what has been happening in the bush. Until when we change our tactics and allow people who know.
Start by asking about your interest in helping the country get to the bottom of this.
Yes. First of all, what's happening now, especially we're seeing that these bandits are getting more and more vicious. Before they don't do what they do now, they are heading to softer targets, as the military man has said. We can only attribute that to the kinetic approach, which is.
Diana, good evening to you. Nice to have you. Nice to have you.
Politicians talking about the non-kinetic, but nothing is done about to overcome these people. Let me give you an example. Now we are fighting bandits. They are anonymous. They are phantom. How can you fight somebody you don't even know? We said, let's go in. Let's know them.
Say they're
let's
anonymous.
map them out. Map them means know who.
Do you know? He said they are anonymous. They're anonymous, and you're able to locate them in the bush and. Oh my goodness. Nigeria is cinema hall where everything is possible. Diana said, good evening, kind report. How was your day? My day was very fine. Greetings greetings to everyone. I think that's what it means. And everyone in the program. See, what these people don't understand is that other people that are not Fulanis also have brain. You cannot. How can you just say that they are anonymous, and only you knows their name. And you're able to tell government, like what he's saying here, that you should understand that these people are, they don't have empathy, they are getting more serious, they are getting more dangerous and all that because you bomb them. You are bombing their children, and you should not bomb them, because the more you bomb them, the more dangerous they become. Just like a father who goes to his house and who told his children, go out, you see this neighborhood, make sure you don't ever, nobody will touch you. I want you to be reporting, I want people to be reporting to me your activities. I don't want to be the one, going to neighborhoods, people's families and houses to complain about, how their children beat you up. Always beat people up first. Okay. After telling your children that, then you come out when your children start, when your children is executing your instruction that you gave them in your house. You just come out as a parent and, oh, I told you, Peter, why are you doing this? Don't do that. Don't, Peter, take it easy. In the public, but inside you are giving them a, high five. You are giving them high five, but go there to show them. Then you come out, what is going on? What is going on? Okay, mama, this, papa, this. You should just understand that Peter is not a troublemaker. You understand? He's not a troublemaker, but you should just know how you talk to him. When you talk to him, just see the way you pet him. He don't like people talking to him anyhow. Okay, and make sure you don't provoke him. He beat up your children because maybe probably you have provoked him. Inside, you'll be giving them high five to go, go out there and do this and do that. When they execute your instructions, you are here. But eventually, if another person in the neighborhood who can beat him up is doing the needful, the same you will come as, no, you cannot be doing that. You don't need to be harsh on him. You don't need to be harsh on them. That's what this man is doing here. Listen to him. Even some of anybody who is not even sure of what, maybe if he's, if he's the one, maybe he's one of the people who finance or who, recruit those people and tell them what to do, when to strike, where to strike, what you should target. Then he will not pretend that when he want to just talk about government, he say us, that we should, what they're doing to us. But he is a real member of the bandit. So from what he's saying, and do you really think that if Nigerian army, or if Nigeria is a country that's really meant to, to be habitable for human beings, do you really think that this man will be happy to hear that maybe military or air force is taking these bandit people, or the terrorists, or the Boko Haram, name them, or ISWAP, if you take them serious? This man will be in public protesting. You should not do that. You should not do that because he's from North. Imagine if a terrorist group happen to do what bandits is doing, or even Fulani herdsmen. The Northerners would have, wow. Sheikh Gumi is the president of the Boko Haram, confirmed, and the terrorists. He built school for them inside the bush. Really? Where they are, he's making money from the terrorism in Nigeria. This man should be not even behind the bar. Who will grant him the opportunity to face bar? Because he's a terrorist. You need to do something. Because although, what am I even saying? The Nigerian government itself are they not part of it? Not only Shegu. Shegu is just the innocent one. To be honest, he's sincere to come out publicly to declare that he's in support of them. Unlike Buhari and all these Northerners. You see Shehu Sani posting sometimes. When you read what he posts, you think that he's different. He's not. All of them are the same. How will you know that they are the same? Bomb these terrorists or bandits. Bomb them very well. They will be the one crying. Don't do that. You are showing hatred on the on Northerners, as if they are buying people and terrorizing people on behalf of Northerners. That is what Nigeria has done. Everybody, nobody want to understand what their action actually means.
They are, where they belong, and what all this intelligent information is virtually not there. How can you know somebody from satellites, from drones? And the harsh, high-handed approach to the matter is what is making it worse. Now,
do you understand it? That the way they're handling it using drone to bomb them is what is making it worse. That is not true. If you really use that harsh movement, why is it that they're not cooperating like this in Ghana? Ghanaian government don't take it likely. If they try it, if they do not say, if they do anyhow, they see anyhow. But Nigeria, no. From everything.
They are kidnapping small children and they are threatening death, which they don't do before. So I think what to do is then we go back to the drawing board and truly be non-kinetic.
See, Gumi, it's not the first time that you'd be volunteering yourself, to intervene in getting adopted persons, including students, back to their families. A lot of people would actually say, look, this whole idea of negotiating with them seems to be counterproductive, and that's why they're gaining more and more confidence and, going to the schools and adopt as many as 200 students. Now, you say, look, how do you deal with people that are unknown largely? How do you yourself, how do you gain access to those people to the extent that you're able to negotiate with them?
Yes, they are known.
And what gives you the confidence that when you step in, they'll actually, let these abductees go?
When the victims of the train attack, a committee was set by the military then in the former government, and they were able to contact them. Same way, journalists have been able to contact them. They are not there, it would be difficult to contact. But what you don't know is they are foot soldiers. You need a program, just like you have for the Niger Delta. Everybody is a victim. We should know that
they always use this Niger Delta to make a side example, because they were not happy that Goodluck Jonathan were able to, kind of calm the Niger Delta crisis. That is the beginning of Boko Haram. They say, oh, there's money. We can make money from that. If the Niger Delta can buy weapon and make money from oil, that we can also, and they have used that to make a hell lot of money. I'm telling you. That Niger Delta, the part of Jonathan used to calm Niger Delta militants down, and Obasanjo have paved way for Northerners. That is where they got the idea of using government to finance an armed group to do their job. And they are doing it now more than what Niger Delta people did. So some people don't even understand where they got the idea of this creating insecurity and all these things. This is what they have this agenda for a very long time. And Goodluck Jonathan and Obasanjo during their tenure managed to give them the idea on how to make money from government in the name of insecurity. Because the Southerners behave like Christians, because Christians they don't want you to, they don't support anything, radical. You want to be so radical, you want to be so violent, they don't support it. That is what I mean by Southerners. I mean Igbos and Yorubas and other people that live, include Benin people and Efik and all that. So Northerners know they use that thing to justify, like what he said here. He said just like in Niger Delta. Ever since then, they have used that thing to do nonsense. Armstrong said, okay, Emenike said, greeting Biafrans. Emenike, I see you. Nice to have you. How are you today? Armstrong says, Sheikh Gumi is the head of terrorism in Nigeria. I think that is a fact. Emenike said, good evening, Kai Report. Good evening to you, Emenike. I see you. I see you. Thank you. The northern elders, northern elites, okay, are using this terrorism as business. The politicians are the ones sponsoring them to make money from the government. Exactly. And how to stop it is to start picking. Although what am I even saying? Who will stop it? The government, the owner of the government itself are using them to cash cruise. They're making what these people are making a hell lot of money, and the best way is to stop the oil. To stop the oil. That is to me. That is what I was expecting from the African government in Nigeria. To focus on the oil, to stop, cut the oil. That's the only thing. That's the only way to make them to understand that. Look, if they want to sell their building in Abuja, the National Assembly building, let them sell it and give it to the terrorists. If that will make them happy, by the time they finish that one, they will not know that there's no other source of livelihood. If they want to start selling their guns to give them, I mean, militaries, they will do that. Sell their tankers and the jet and give it to bandits. If you go for bandits, they will remove you. There's one Igbo man called Onovo, I think from Enugu State. Jonathan, you make him chief of army staff or whatever, and then after he focused on Boko Haram and deal with them seriously, what did they do? They forced him to retire. He did not even last up to, I think he did not even last up to 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it? I think first tenure. I think maybe because Jonathan it's not up to 4 years. Few years, if I'm not, I'm not sure of how long. I'm not sure how long he lasts, but it doesn't last as long as those ones that comes after him. Why do they push him to resign? Because Onovo was busy using his military skills and everything to deal with the Boko Haram. That was when Buhari came out and made a comment that an attack on Boko Haram is attack on the north. It was Onovo that was doing that. Military was so ruthless on the Boko Haram. In fact, if Onovo had been in that position for long, today nobody would have heard anything terrorism in Nigeria, because he closed the border. He was there in the north. The president of military, they were doing the needful, and nobody nothing position were not that vocal as they are now. Because if you do anything, they will make sure even if you are army chief or whatever, they will make sure they will bring one of their their boys to. They will fix a meeting that you are going to attend, just like the way they buy the recent army chief. Plane class. Is it plane, or I think that is jets. Okay, his private jet. They just use that to buy the man, because the man was like, "Let us be mean on those." If you try it as an army chief, you are gone. Your divisional staff will be the one to execute you.
Group of people that have been neglected and they have been oppressed, and we are coming to put all our weight to fight them. So they felt threatened. The only way they can hurt us is through attacking soft targets. This is what we understand. So if we can understand their psychology and their complaints, we can go in. We know China, which the government knows also, they have done so many negotiating with them, and see how we can address their grievances. And also,
why don't you talk about that channel that you're talking about? Channel to negotiate with them. Who is that channel? He said we know their channel. Who is that channel? What have government done to those channels? Because the channel simply means the owner of the bandit. That's why when PM said that Nigerian breed criminals, people think that he just saying it out of hatred of Nigerians. How can you tell me that you're a government and somebody is somewhere and the person present himself or herself as a channel to terrorists, and you are pretending that you are fighting terrorists? You have that person. These people just, I'm just saying this because of some Igbo people, Biafrans, who believe that P2B and the so-called an Igbo man will fix Nigeria, just make an Igbo man a president. What is happening now is just a tip of iceberg in the word of Gumi here. If Igbo man happened, in fact, God saved everybody that P2B did not win. I'm not saying that P2B would have been the bad president. What I'm trying to say is that the terrorists and the banditry and everything would have been times 10. Times 10, I'm telling you. Just to prove that he's not, that the Igbo people are the worst. Imagine what they're doing to Oduduwa man, who is also sharing the same religion with them. Imagine what they're doing now. Imagine what they did to Jonathan. If an Igbo man would smell that seed, I swear. Even boss, like you see all these commercial boss that they're going from Lagos to East, all these things, they will be throwing bomb from bush on those buses. I'm telling you, then the negotiation, the only demand is that they want president to resign. And you see, those northern politicians, the senators, will be, yes, I think that's, if that will bring peace in this country, we should go by it. You should listen. So for those of you who are who signed petition against PM, you need to rethink. I'm talking about those green people. Of course, they will watch this video. I often get messages from them. You are correct, sir. Biafra is the only solution for now. Not even for now, even for tomorrow. I'm telling you, forever. If without it, there's no way. You know, when we talk about Biafra is the only solution, some people think that it must be Biafra. Even if you want to change it a name, change your name. But to have that, this thing that we are seeing as a country, my dear, I pity the next generation. I pity people who will be, in the same country, because for me, no. I will do everything at my reach to make sure that I look for another country to raise my children. I'm telling you. Because these people you are seeing here, the video that I shared with us yesterday, you heard the Muslim cleric saying that, I think from Australia or New Zealand, I forgot the flag that is behind the man. He made it clear that these people, their belief is that you should buy youth, like young, these guys that are doing their bandits and their terrorism and all those things. The teaching they got from Islam is that you should buy faster, so that you come back again. You have to come back, reincarnate at least 4 times, then you become matter. And that matter, the achievement of being a matter is 72 virgin. 72 virgin. Like one of our commentator said yesterday, I've forgotten the name of the person. I think it was Armstrong. I think someone made a comment yesterday here, and he said, after divine those virgins, what next? Wow, we are back. The network is dancing, reconnecting. Okay, anyway, we are back. So the comment was, if they defy those 72 virgins, what next? Are they going to come back to buy and buy again until they come 4
It has to
times?
be holistic, not only in Kaduna State, Zamfara, Katsina State, or Niger State. We all gather them together, and they are ready to broker peace, as they said, and I think we should make that a try.
The president has said he will not pay any ransom, not a dime will go to bandits in the name of ransom. Does that?
He's nodding his head as if he concurred, that he's in agreement with the president. Let's hear him.
Complicate the idea of trying to look for ways to safely get this abductees back.
No, I think I support that the government should not pay anybody. But why I think the government should dialogue. Come, sit down. You are asking for this money. Why? Why can't you do this? Why? What did you want in the first place? Why are you fighting? When the government start.
Do you really believe what this man said? Do you really believe what he said just now? That he supports you, that you should ask them, why are you fighting? Why are you fighting? The best way is to ask them, why are you fighting? This money that you are demanding is for what? Why are you fighting in the first place? Don't listen to these people, to be honest. I have to share with you this, what one of the Fulani man also that is that good at pretending. Is very, very good in that. Where is this? Where is send it? Send it. He says it's or whatever they call it. Let me Okay. Here. Here is. Yeah. This is Senator Shehu Sani. Yes, Shehu Sani. Okay. Payment of ransom. Payment of ransom encourages kidnapping in his country. In this country, okay. When payment of ransom stops, stops, abduction stops. Okay, ransom feeds the monsters. Do you understand? Ransom feeds the monsters of what? Of kidnapping. Paying ransom saves some lives and encourages others. But it is difficult to convince, it's difficult to convince the families of hostages not to pay ransom when the loved one, when the loved ones, when the lives of their loved one, loved ones are at risk. Bandits and terrorists are truly evil forces that must be annihilated. We must find a way to prevent kidnapping as much as possible. This person is a Fulani person. Okay, we know him. He also said that he's a political activist. You can see it here. Human rights activist, author, Pan-Africanist, and what again? A dedicated fighter for freedom and justice. Okay, this person. Have you seen any post that he's a human rights activist and he's a supporter of justice? He's a Africanist, according to him. He's this and he's that, but never will you see him or anything from attached to his name posting or making a comment on behalf of Masina Morecano, who they kidnapped. He don't do that. His own activism and human rights and Pan Africanist, and he's a dedicated fighter for freedom, right? He has limits, and he's not for Biafrans. No, 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 he's not. Now let's see, watch some comments from what he said here. When are we going to talk about that man who is always ready to negotiate with bandits on behalf of federal government? This is and another person said, let's start from arresting this man, this mister. He knows what we don't know, since he is the only since he is the only that can dialogue. I mean, what I think what the person want to say is the only one that can dialogue with armed terrorists. He's not afraid to go, forest to meet the terrorists. He's not afraid. No, no, no. He's not afraid at all. And even military cannot go. No politician will go, only him. According to him, he knows the right channel. Now, definitely, it will be difficult to convince family of the victims not to pay, ransom, because if they don't, our security agencies won't rescue them. Okay, how can they rescue them when the people demand money? There is a way you go about it as a father, not when your kids are with kidnappers. You start open broadcast that we don't have money to pay them. What will be the fate of those kids? We should stop them from taking our people. If your brother is there, you will even consider paying. God save Nigeria. Really? How can God save Nigeria? God have many things to do, not to save Nigeria. Gumi na the middleman for the job. Yes, pure middleman, taking his own share, and people are pretend that not everything is all right. How can everything be all right? How can everything be all right? When you talk, they say you are preaching hate. You are preaching hate. But the man who is there telling you how to meet terrorists and telling you that this is just that this is just a beginning. Like, seriously, he said that and nothing happened. Okay? Threatening the whole nation. According to them, they said Nigeria is a nation, right? Threatening everybody. So you are threatening people just to create fear. One short governor stated this political started this political kidnapping by what? Patronizing them always. Ask that man about all this happening. I think he's talking about Kaduna Governor El-Rufai, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just guessing. Whenever the leader are willing, they will definitely resolve insecurity all over the country. You see this person now? That is the kind of people who don't believe, who still believe that this thing is not beyond leadership or whatever now. If you ask him now, he will tell you to elect. If he's a Yoruba person, he will tell you to elect maybe Femi Fani-Kayode or another person that he will squash insecurity. If the person comes from the Igbo land, of course, put P2B will just end it overnight. And they told us that Buhari is that his father, that he have done it in the past. Once he roared like a lion, everybody, all the terrorists and the bandits will run away. What happened? When Buhari entered, what happened? How can the government encourage ransom when they fail to improve security for their own people? These people still believe that improvement of security will go a long way. Even if you like import robots, the ideology is there. And they have tested this thing and it's working for them. So don't expect them just to let it go like that. Have they paid again? Look at what, see question. So a lot of people are saying different things. El-Rufai started this during his time as a governor of Kaduna State. I mentioned him just now. Okay. Today, kidnapping is legal in Nigeria. Kidnapping is somehow. Kidnapping is legal in Nigeria. What a shame. Okay, let me see what Freeman is here. Freeman, how are you? Nice to see you once again. It has been long. Sonny, I see you. Sonny, I see you. Ominira, Yoruba for life. Fulani terrorist monsters are carrying out ethnic cleansing. Fulani federal government of Nigeria are claiming that it is head farmer conflict. Yes, that's just to make it look like they are decent. You understand? In somebody's land, they are doing those nonsense and they want people to believe what they're saying. Okay, they want people to believe what they're saying. Freeman said, "Okay, good night from here. Nice to hear you from you, Freeman." Irafala said, "I beg Yahoo, the ghost workers." Buhari said that attack on Boko Haram, attack on Boko Haram terrorists is attack on the north. Yes, he said it. He said it, my dear. He said it. Fulani don't have a nation in the country. Fulani are not indigenous citizens in the country. That is the pure truth. And some people don't like to hear that. But that's actually the fact. No matter the difference between Yoruba and Igbos, be you who come from this nation, from Yoruba nation or from Igbo nation, or even from the Cross River, as we are bantering each other, hating each other, and all that, Once you find your way in Nigerian federal government as a president, nothing else will team up together and destroy you. So don't think that you, like Peter B said, that he's going to make Nigerian economy move Nigeria from consumption to what again? From consumption to, is it production? I think that's the way he used that. It sounds so nice, right? By the time they use bomb, they will throw bomb on his head. Then he will forget that there's anything in consumption. You don't know what is waiting for him. He's very lucky, very very lucky. Peter should go for Thanksgiving. And so I was here that I was told that he's going to contest again, that he want to come back again. I think that 2027 they want to have another election, right? Peter is now warming up also to campaign again, because he believed that the one he did was so nice. Because even when he was governor, he was not all that popular to compare with how people shout, sing his name and all that. So that is a joke. That is a joke. If you like, bring all the archbishop in Nigeria together to become his Senate House, to become everything that Nigeria will work. You are dreaming. That is why those of you who are very young and you are in your prime, making money, right? Be very, very careful on where you put your money. Don't be like those who want to build a mansion in somewhere in Kafanchan. As you are doing that, they will use that to the way Hamas are using some hospital in Palestine to launch missile. That's how they will launch it on your head one day. So you better think twice. Your fatherland is your fatherland, and invest in your fatherland is the best option for you. It is better you protect your fatherland. Even God of nature, even nature itself, God of creation will protect you when you are fighting for your house, than when you are in somebody's land claiming what you are not. I purchased this. This is my house in Banana Island. Nobody should touch it. As you are doing that, you are actually looking for problem, because people understand what you want. The mindset of Igbo man is different from the mindset of Yoruba. It is different from the mindset of Fulani. That's the painful truth. And whenever we talk about this, people think that you shouldn't say that. You are creating hatred. What my hatred? Today, house of Igbo people are still, going down in Lagos. And it's not as if Yoruba people, had a meeting together to do that. No. It's only few of the Yorubas who managed to find their way to power in Lagos state government are doing that on behalf of Yoruba. So if you are an Igbo and you don't understand how these people operate, you think that all Yoruba is against Igbo. You understand? So it is you who is putting your money there. You need to be very, very careful, because what politicians are doing in Lagos State has nothing to do with Yoruba people. They can use just like obedient people. When Peter Obi was, when some Igbo believed that Peter Obi would become president, some Igbo were out. Some Igbo youth were out praising and saying, even when PM said there's no sit at home, they came out, they defied that sit at home. Some of them defied that sit at home before the election. We are here. If you want to kill us, kill us. If you want to buy us. Because there's so much in love and have the belief that P2B will somehow make everything workable. Do you understand it? So don't think that you see talks in Yoruba today, that those talks represent Yoruba nation, Yoruba Oduduwa people. Sometimes politicians use those people to create problems on behalf of the nation. So if you don't understand it, you will not spread the news that everybody is. It is those criminals in government in Lagos State that are doing this nonsense with their talks, simply because they don't like how you treat them when they are during the election time. They are doing the revenge, and for you to know how demonic they are, they don't care about all that. They just want to target everybody. Until today, my dad, that destruction is still going on because people don't talk about it anymore. But I've watched a series of videos about the destruction of Igbo people has properties in Lagos, even as of this past week, this week that is going as well. It's still there. They are still doing it, destroying everything, simply because they want to prove that they own the land. This land belongs to us. If you don't like, go back to your Igbo land. And somebody managed to explain to us how and why they are not Yoruba people are not, you know, they don't normally go to other people's land. And I played that video yesterday. I think let me see if I can bring it up again so that you will see and understand what we are saying. Okay. Just give me some minutes. Let me see if I can bring the video up. No, it can never be fixed. There's no way. No way. The time you are wasting trying to fix it, you should you would have used that time for other. You can use it for any other thing. You know, it very, very easy. Very, very easy. The annoying part, what pisses me off is that Yoruba people and Igbo people have all it takes. Everything. That's what breaks my heart. How can you say that you are in Nigeria and everything is going the way it is going, and you have what it takes to fix it? Fixing it is making sure, just to make sure that you protect your land, and that's all. That's the end. Protect your land. That is the end. The money to do that, Igbo people have it. The money to protect your Oduduwa land, Oduduwa people have it. They have the land, the money. But some people who benefit from the system enjoy everything and they don't care. They don't give a damn. They want everything to start from where they are. You must go through them. Now let's listen to this, okay? Let me bring it up. I played it yesterday. I'm playing it.
3 tribes with their tribal attitude. Number 3 are the Igbos. Why I said Igbos are the number 3? Igbos are only arrogant when they come to your own tribes because they hate intimidation. They don't like intimidation. They feel like the way they are treating other people in their own land. That is how other tribes should be treated to them. So whatever, if you are trying to intimidate them in your own land, they will not accept with you. That is Igbos for you. Because when you go to Igbo land, Igbos respect strangers more than the way they respect their own people. Igbo can fight his own brother because of stranger, because they don't want that stranger to feel intimidated. They don't want that stranger to think somehow. Why I'm saying so, I've been in Igbo land when I went for a month camp. If not, when I went for a 1 month camp in Abia State, if not them, hungry could have finished us. About 10 houses in Abia State that in that community that we were, they keep on feeding us. People that don't know us, they keep on feeding us till the last day of our camp. They were even dragging who will feed us each day, and they were happy of feeding us. Number 2 tribes are the Yorubas. Yorubas can be arrogant in their own tribe because they feel like that is their own tribe. You cannot come from somewhere and intimidate them. You cannot do anything to them. So they can intimidate you in your own tribe. But when they come to your own tribe, they are very respectful. They are very humble. They look like fowl where rain don't beat. They are very humble, respectful. They follow rules and regulation. That is Yoruba for you. Why number 3 are the Hausas? Hausas, both in your tribes and their tribes, if you do anyhow, you will see anyhow. If you need peace in your own land, outside will give you peace. If you need trouble in your own land, they will show you trouble. Same thing in their own land. If you need peace in their own land, they will give you peace. If you need trouble, they will give you trouble.
Well, you all agree with me that
So
Lagos State is the center.
So that is it. That is it. I just want to say something because why I play this again today is because of what is going on. Just like I said before, some of us think that what is going on in Lagos State is all about the Yoruba people gathered together and decided to destroy Igbo people business. That is not the truth. That's not what is going on. But is it good as a Yoruba person to, keep quiet when the government is doing this kind of thing? It's not good. You can also agitate on your own way. Even if just use what you have to condemn it. That is very good if you can. What this person did not also mention here is that the way Yoruba people are very arrogant in their own house, okay, and they are respectful in your own, they expect you also when you go to that place to be respectful. Just like Igbo people respect others when you go to Igbo land, and when they come to your house, they want you also to treat them nice. Just why I'm saying this is for you to see the differences we have among each other. That is why, for those of you who believe that you make it work, everything must work, you must bring everybody together so that it will work. It's not going to work. It can work little bit between Yoruba with that kind of mentality and Igbo, but not who will be happy to see a foreigner in his own land to challenge you 50-50, anything you want, I give you. If you go to the house also, that is a violent person. That you don't care. You want to do everything because you think that you have access to knife and catapult and all that. You understand what I mean? So even Tinubu, P2B, what is the name of this? The other guy, Atiku. Nobody will face Nigeria. If you would like, rent Obama to become president, just hire him to become Nigerian president. He is not going to face it. What is the name of this? Trump cannot face it. The only thing they may do is they may say, okay, we are going to restructure. Then not this type of restructure they are talking about. They will restructure. In fact, their restructure will just be like as if everybody have their own separate country, different boundary, different police uniform. Yoruba people will have their own police and army. They have different dress, different uniform from what Igbo people have. There will be obvious boundary between them, checkpoint. Then they may even decide to have different currency, and yet you still want one agenda. That could be what you may say, okay, but it will not even work because somehow people from the north will have access to your land, and they will bomb your house from your house. They will bomb you from your land. That is why they're looking for Ruga. Ruga is just for them to have a base where they can launch missiles very, very easy on armed civilians. When they buy you the way they will buy yourself, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. Let me see what this our brother said. Nigerian is dead, waiting to be buried. Exactly, waiting to be buried. The funeral could be this year, according to what PM said. Get your poverty validation card. Nigeria is possible. Is a perception, not reality. Exactly. People would fix Nigeria in a perception, not in reality. Peter will not fix it. Even if multiply Peter into 100, he's not going to fix what? He would have been the worst. Not because he's a bad person, but they would have intensified his security to frustrate him more than Tinubu is just facing just little. Like what this grandmaster of terrorism said, that it's just a tip of iceberg. That's what they're giving to him. And from the way Tinubu is going, that he don't want to negotiate, is a very big problem. Okay, do you love Israel? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And you? And what again? Said Tinubu, we build Nigerian. Nigerian is a perception, not a reality. Exactly. Exactly. You are right. You are right. So let us move from this to another thing. Okay. I think we have deliberated on this enough. Let me see. As Gumi is moving freely, okay, as Gumi is moving freely and believe that everything that the Muslim is the best, and they have all the takes to buy people for no just reason. Hmm? Here is Chiwederago, just because he wearing, just see this. His crime is that he won this clothes that has Biafran flag, the Biafran color, the color of Biafran flag. He used it. This is what military did to him. Yeah, no, I don't know if you still remember this video. How many of us still remember this video? How many of us still remember this video?
I can wear this. My vehicle is parked at the center of the. Don't worry, don't worry. Hold on. So, this is rises. This is song. This is rising song. Not Biafra, not Eastern Security Network. You understand? So, with my education, I know areas to go, areas not to go. I can wear this. My vehicle is parked at the center of the. Don't worry, don't worry. Hold on. So, this is rises. This is song. This is rising song. Not Biafra, not Eastern Security Network. You understand? So, with my education, I know areas to go, areas not to go.
So that is it. You see the difference in one country, right? One country. Between what Chiwederago did by just the clothes that he put on, and what Shegumi saying, which of them deserve this kind of treatment? Is it Shegumi or Chiwederago? But because he's an Igbo man, he's from the south, he's from the east, so he's not from the north. This is another person. This man, because he said that burning the shops of Igbo people in Lagos, that he will invite IPOB ESN, in his own word, to guide their shops and all that, according to him, that he said that I think that is why Biafran are not taking him serious, because if you listen to what he said there, it's quite annoying. He said that IPOB don't have, that those guys are jobless. And after saying those things to please Nigeria, what do? They send military or DSS, I don't know, they kidnap the man and nobody hears from the man anymore. So this, somebody said, truth is, he said, truth is, look, I think that's, is that the beginning? Okay. Truth is, the Nigerian state and her institution are designed to always treat Ndi Igbo unfairly. To deny this is to measure in self. I don't understand what it is. To deny this is to measure in self-deceit. I think to deny this is the measure. I think it should be is the measured self-deceit. Okay, this Igbo man, Frederick, has been in detention for 9 months for just saying he will invite IPOB to Lagos. IPOB in Lagos to defend their people and properties. Say, not that he have done it, just that Nigeria. Just that I will do this. You have not done that, and he had been detained. They have detained him for 9 months for saying that he will not he have done. Okay, not that he have done anything. No, just that I will do this. That become problem. It become a very big problem to them. They don't want to hear that, and that is Nigerian. They told you that we work, everything will be perfect, everything we must go in line with what they think. That's the country, right? And this is the country that P2B will fix. It's not possible. It's not possible. Diana said that is 2022, simply because he put on a dressing in that the country you call one Nigeria is not one. The Igwe is still in detention. Very wicked politicians in Nigeria. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. As if this Igwe is the chief of Biafran armed force or anything. The ordinary businessman who lives in Lagos, and they always want to put fear. Okay, the day Yoruba people and Igbo people will realize that they have common enemy, that is the day that everybody will have a very good way to end this nonsense. Chief of Defense Staff asked EFCC to track funders of terrorism in Nigeria to end insecurity in Anokwa. Even as a chief army staff or whatever the name may be, chief of defense staff, still don't understand the problem that the cause of the insecurity. He still don't understand it. Look at what this man is saying here. Look at what this man is saying. Okay, so he don't know. What is the name of this man? Is he the Christopher? Is it Christopher? I think this is the Christopher that PM always talk about. Let me see if I can open this. Is he the Christopher that PM often talk about? Let me see if is he the Christopher? Let me see if the news is complete. Are you the Christopher? Because I want to know. That means you are. Oh, he is. Look at him. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, is a Muslim and a Christian together. he has called on the Economic Financial Crime Commission (EFCC) to track terrorism funding in the country. This he said was one of the means to comb terrorism globally, while urging the EFCC to help in tracing funds related to. And who is the chief of EFCC chairman? Where did he come from? Do we know? Or do we care to know? I think I don't have time to recite that, but let me see. Did they mention the name here? I think they did not mention the name, but I'm sure that. Okay, let me see. Let me see. A statement on Friday. Let me see here. A statement on Friday by the director, Defense Information Brigadier General Tuku Gusu states that the CDS spokes when the executive chairman of the EFCC, Ola Lukoyede, visit him. Okay. The EFCC, they have changed it. It was a Fulani man before. Now this is a Yoruba person that is now the boss of EFCC. Look at him here, Ola. Okay, maybe, but I doubt. That if you can trace it, let's see if it's possible. But one of the if they trace it actually, they have to start from funding, paying ransom by government, because you pay ransom for them to buy more catapult and gravel. That is what it is. A country that is not going to work is not going to work. You don't need to force yourself to do anything. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Is that I don't know how do they want Fulani people to explain this so that they will understand it. It is not going to work. It is not going to work. Let's play this, then we can end the program because we have spent some time, like I said. I don't know what is holding this one to. Okay, Francis. Abra the best. I see you, Abra the best. Nice to have you. Francis Ugochukwu, let the government release him. The Igbo have right to self-defense, especially when the government is intentionally looking the other way. It did not start just now.
Very formidable array.
It did not start just now, so it's something that people have been facing for ages. Okay, that's why sometimes I will be confused. Sometimes I am confused on how people still believe that those things, or maybe should I say some of us act as if it just started newly, that we are not aware of it. This is our first time of knowing that they are doing this to our people. It's not. It has been there for a very long time.
Of enemies. We understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you. That they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond, to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Obadiah, Sika, and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Abraham, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Inakuleli, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Oraeri, the same God of Uweeri, the same God of Arojuku. Not to be know about the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, but that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful.
So, guys, thank you all.
Careful.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life.
We are going to end. Ma'am, thank you so much for your time. We have spent 1 hour 12 minutes in this podcast. So we are going to be live again tomorrow. Thank you so much. Please, before you go live the stream, I will allow the video to complete before we go, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you.
Or should I say, in this very mission that we're about to form, the devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. But at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who, from their mother's womb, they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why I can't move.